software stocks just lost $300 billion in market value within weeks. Companies like Salesforce, ServiceNow, HubSpot, and Adobe saw their valuations crater by 15–20%. Wall Street analysts scrambled to explain the sell-off. Most pointed to generic concerns about AI disruption or economic uncertainty. But they're missing the real story. Because what's actually happening isn't just disrupting software companies, it's fundamentally rewriting who can build software in the first place. A breakthrough in AI agents just proved that one person working alone can now accomplish what previously required entire engineering teams, not helping them, not assisting them, replacing them entirely. Two CNBC reporters with zero coding experience sat down with AI tools and built a fully functional project management platform, complete with task boards, calendar integrations, team assignments, and email notifications in under 1 hour for $15 in compute costs. That same functionality would traditionally require a team of developers, months of work, and six-figure budgets minimum. This isn't about AI writing better code snippets or auto-completing functions. This is AI architecting, building, testing, and deploying production-grade software autonomously while you sleep. The implications? Every business that sells software as a service is now competing against customers who can build similar tools themselves in an afternoon. Every person with a laptop can become a one-person software house without writing a single line of code. This is the productivity pivot, and it changes everything. The breakthrough that triggered the crash. January 30th, 2025. Anthropic quietly released a legal plugin for Claude, essentially a 200-line text file instructing the AI how to review contracts, analyze non-disclosure agreements, compare clauses, and draft compliance summaries. This free prompt does routine legal work that firms normally delegate to junior associates and paralegals using expensive platforms like Westlaw and LexisNexis. Within days of release, software as a service stocks collectively lost nearly $300 billion in market capitalization. But the legal plugin itself wasn't the trigger. It was what happened immediately after. KPMG, one of the Big Four global accounting firms, turned to their own auditor, Grant Thornton UK, and demanded a 14% reduction in audit fees. Their reasoning? If AI makes audits cheaper and faster, they shouldn't pay 24 prices anymore. KPMG explicitly used AI as leverage and forced a six-figure fee cut overnight. This dynamic is about to repeat everywhere. Once clients can point to AI workflows that clearly reduce time and personnel needed for services, they won't just renegotiate AI add-on fees, they'll renegotiate entire core contracts. The classic pay-per-software seat and pay-per-billable hour model just broke. But legal automation was only the opening act. The real breakthrough came from what AI agents accomplished without any human involvement at all. Anthropic ran an experiment, 16 Claude Opus 4.5 AI agents, a blank codebase, and one instruction: build a C compiler in Rust. No human developers, no guidance beyond the initial prompt. Over 2 weeks, those agents wrote approximately 100,000 lines of production-grade code capable of running mainstream operating systems, handling real-world applications like databases and video tools, and passing standard infrastructure stress tests. Total cost, roughly $20,000 in AI compute. A human team would require approximately 1 year and over $1 million including salaries, benefits, and management overhead. The key technological advance: needle in a haystack retrieval. Opus 4.5 can scan 1 million tokens of text, roughly 50,000 lines of code, and still extract the correct snippet about 76% of the time. That's 3 times better than the next best model. In practical terms, it can hold an entire code base in working memory and reason about how all pieces fit together. The way a senior engineer who built the system from day one would, not like a junior developer skimming documentation. Just 1 year ago, getting AI to code for 30 minutes without errors was impressive. Now we have agent swarms running for 2 weeks straight, doing work that previously required full engineering teams. AI agents managing real companies. These agents aren't just writing code in isolation. They're starting to behave like managers and security teams in real companies. Rakuten, the online shopping platform, plugged Claude Opus 4.5 into their engineering issue tracker. The AI closed 13 tickets independently and reassigned 12 others to appropriate developers across a 50-person team working in 6 different code bases, all in a single day. To be absolutely clear, it didn't help close tickets. It wrote the code, tested it, and pushed it to production autonomously. When assigning the other tickets, it checked backlogs, decided who should tackle what based on expertise and availability, and knew when to escalate decisions to humans instead of guessing. Under the hood, Anthropic's teams of agents feature works like this. One lead agent breaks projects into discrete tasks, spins up specialist teammates with specific capabilities, and they coordinate through a shared task board with statuses: pending, in progress, completed, while messaging each other directly when they need assistance. This isn't a single chatbot. This is a small software company living inside your computer, a project manager, several engineers, and a QA tester all collaborating at machine speed. On the security side, Anthropic dropped Opus 4.5 into a sandbox connected to developer tools and asked it to find problems in open-source software without explaining how to conduct security research. It surfaced over 500 previously unknown high-impact vulnerabilities. That's work normally given to expensive security consultants. For businesses, the implication is stark. AI agents aren't just helping human knowledge workers, they're starting to replace entire layers of mid-level coordination and analysis that today's software-as-a-service companies are built upon. Non-technical people building software. The CNBC demonstration proved something crucial: you don't need to know how to code anymore to build functional software. 2 reporters with 0 programming experience used Anthropic's tools to build a Monday.com-style project manager complete with boards, statuses, calendars, team assignments, and email integrations. By the end, it was pulling in emails, surfacing missed invites and unsigned documents, and acting like a personal assistant rather than a static website. Time required: under 1 hour. Cost: $15 in compute. Compare that to hiring developers to build similar functionality: tens of thousands of dollars minimum, weeks or months of development time, ongoing maintenance costs. This democratization of software creation fundamentally changes market dynamics. When any business can build customized internal tools in an afternoon, why would they pay monthly subscriptions for generic SaaS platforms? The answer? They increasingly won't. Companies will keep buying software where real work happens: Adobe's Creative Suite where content is actually created, Figma where product decisions get made, Palantir where operational data lives. But workflow tools that just move information around? Task managers that just track assignments? CRM platforms that just store contact details? Those become commoditized overnight when customers can build equivalent functionality themselves. Which companies are at risk? Most software-as-a-service companies are built on 3 assumptions: bundle commoditized features behind a slick interface, charge per human seat, and grow by adding more users rather than increasing value per user. AI agents attack all 3 assumptions simultaneously. One agent can do work previously requiring several people, or at minimum, centralize their work into tools requiring fewer seats. AI agents can recreate many generic workflows in-house, so companies won't pay third-party vendors for every little feature. And businesses can keep adding logic directly into agent workflows over time instead of buying yet another app. That's why software valuations are compressing. It's not that software is suddenly useless, it's that the market no longer believes in the pay-per-seat pricing model. Companies most at risk: those focused on basic features connected by nice UIs that charge per seat, especially in categories like CRM, project management, marketing automation, generic ticketing and help desk, and simple document generation. Think Salesforce, ServiceNow, HubSpot, Monday.com, LegalZoom, any system whose economics depend on lots of humans clicking through lots of workflows. The mathematics are brutal. If a company cuts price per seat by 20%, sells 20% fewer seats, and gets its forward price to sales ratio slashed from 9x to 6x, the stock price falls by 57%. These risks multiply together quickly. Companies not at serious risk: those where work actually happens or where files and ecosystems live on their platform. Adobe's creative stack, Photoshop, Premiere, Firefly, sits at the center of how brands make images, videos, and marketing content. Generative AI is being wired directly into those workflows instead of competing with them. Figma isn't just a design app, it's a multiplayer whiteboard for entire product teams with live collaboration, shared design systems, and massive plugin ecosystems. It's where product decisions get made. Palantir's Foundry and Ape platforms act as real-time systems of record for enterprise operational data and are specifically built to host and control AI agents, not be replaced by them. These are tools where real work happens, where content and data are created and edited, where agents actually interact with business operations. AI tends to make these platforms more useful, not obsolete. The winners in the new landscape. If software companies are losing, who's winning? Semiconductors, the chips that every AI agent ultimately runs on. If companies replace seats and billable hours with agents, these chips will be in even higher demand. Nvidia still dominates with over 90% share of the data center GPU market. Chip architectures like Hopper, Blackwell, and Rubin, plus the networking and software stack, make it extremely difficult for enterprises to switch away. AMD provides the main alternative for GPUs. If cloud providers want pricing power and supply chain redundancy, AMD is their option. Broadcom focuses on everything around GPUs, high-speed networking chips, custom ASICs, specialized switches tying racks together in dense AI clusters. As workloads get more distributed and network-bound, Broadcom benefits because they sell the data center switch chips, removing those bottlenecks. Memory is another bottleneck. AI agents need high bandwidth memory on GPUs and huge pools of DRAM at blade and rack levels. Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron directly benefit from explosion in advanced memory demand. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company manufactures chips for nvidia, AMD, and Broadcom. It doesn't matter which chip designer wins, TSMC makes their chips anyway. Plus chips for hyperscalers like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Cloud infrastructure providers, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, control almost 2/3 of global cloud infrastructure. Each has its own agentic stack: Bedrock on Oz, Azure AI and OpenAI for Microsoft, Gemini and Vertex AI for Google. Every time a company replaces a SaaS tool with an agent, that extra compute, storage, and networking spend shows up in these cloud services. Smaller players like CoreWeave, Nebius, and Iron are building AI-focused data centers and renting GPU time to model builders, enterprises, and hyperscalers needing extra capacity. These are more concentrated bets than hyperscalers with corresponding higher risk and reward. Vertiv sells picks and shovels of data centers themselves. Power systems, cooling racks, critical hardware, letting hyperscalers and enterprises physically set up dense AI clusters. As racks get hotter and more power-hungry, Vertiv plays an increasingly central role. AI-first software sits atop this infrastructure. Palantir's Foundry and Ape are becoming the AI operating system for complex organizations, sitting on top of messy but mission-critical data, letting customers build AI workflows directly into supply chains, defense, healthcare, and energy. Their US commercial revenue is already growing triple digits because Ape is about deploying AI on live data, not selling another random app. Cybersecurity leaders like CrowdStrike are evolving into AI-focused security systems where agents help detect, triage, and solve threats in real time. CrowdStrike's Charlotte AI becomes more important in a world where fleets of agents are accessing sensitive systems around the clock. The fundamental shift. This isn't just another tech stock sell-off. It's a structural shift that will make some investors wealthy and crush portfolios of those who ignore what's happening. The SaaS apocalypse isn't about software becoming useless, it's about software becoming buildable by anyone. When two non-technical reporters can build professional project management software in under an hour for $15, every software company charging hundreds per user per month faces an existential question: why would customers keep paying? The answer determines which companies survive and which disappear. Companies selling commoditized workflow tools are in serious trouble. Companies providing platforms where actual work happens, where content is created, where decisions are made, where data lives, are positioned to benefit as AI makes their platforms more powerful. The infrastructure enabling all of this, semiconductors, cloud computing, AI-focused platforms, will capture enormous value as agent adoption accelerates. This is the productivity pivot. Not AI helping humans work faster, AI doing the work entirely. The one-person software house isn't a future concept. It's operational reality right now. and it's just getting started. Understanding this shift is the difference between profiting from the transformation and watching your portfolio crater. If this analysis helped clarify what's actually happening beyond the headlines, subscribe for continued coverage of AI's impact on software, investing, and the broader economy. Comment below, are you building with AI agents? Have you replaced any paid software with custom-built tools? The future of software isn't companies selling seats. It's individuals building exactly what they need. Thanks for watching.